Hello class and welcome to Geology 1 here at Gavilan College. I am your instructor Robert Lopez. I'm making this introductory video for fall of 2021. I need to update the page here. But anyhow, I'll place that video here on the home page. And what I want to go to through today is course syllabus and really more importantly the modules tab up here, because this is where I present the course, posted in the different folders under modules. So on the home page, what you'll find the intro video, which I'll post here later today once I'm done. This class, remember, it's the lectures are online, and then we meet on Fridays at 9:45 a.m. for a Zoom lab meeting, right? So where we go over the lab materials, and it's more of a guide, and you'll see how it works out because most of the labs, pretty much all the labs, have lab instructional or tutorial videos that I produced based on the assignments you're going to do. And so you'll pretty much be able to get the labs done on your own, but then on Fridays we're going to come together and we make sure we're all doing the right thing, and we're all, I can answer all the questions that you may have for that particular lab. For the textbooks, we're using two free books. An open source textbook here, Physical Geology 2nd edition. That'll be for the reading assignments, the chapter readings and all that. And then you'll see that for every chapter that we read, there is a reading quiz on Canvas that you take, and that's based 100% on the reading material from the textbook here. And so you can download that textbook here at this open source textbook. And if you want to download the iBook or the PDF file, there's several choices. Just click on that link and you can decide what works best for your particular platform. Now, for the lab manual, I've developed a lab manual for the course. Most of the labs here, I say you print, and it'd be best if you could print the labs for each week. If you have trouble printing the labs, then you could, what I've done, I've placed both PDF files and MS Word files on there, so you can type in your answers and then submit those files typed in. Some of the problems there are some drawings and some maps that you'll have to look at, but it seems like students are pretty savvy and they know how to kind of get around that, and students from previous semesters have had good success in just doing everything online and answering the questions right on the PDF file, editing the PDF file, and then submitting that as their lab material. But we'll get to that in a moment here. So anyway, it's a little bit about the home page there. And then for the syllabus, you can click on the syllabus link here, and you'll see that for the syllabus, make sure you read through this. I do have a syllabus quiz. Yeah, you'll see that assignments will be due weekly on Sunday nights. So everything for the first week is due August 29th by midnight, basically. And so you'll read through that. And as we go through the syllabus, again, my contact information is up in here. A little bit about the Zoom synchronous lab meetings there. Again, more information about the textbooks there. The online format. So make sure you read through this, and important for this class, because we're meeting, it's a lecture lab 4-unit course. So the lectures really require about 6 hours per week. So 3 hours of meeting, right? And then a homework time, right? So that's where the 6 hours come in. And then we're doing labs for 3 hours, right? Or a little over 3 hours there. So that's where you get the 9 to 10 hours. So be prepared to spend at least 9 to 10 hours per week on this course. And then make sure you read about the lab materials here, the exams. You'll see that I have a tentative schedule going on here, the points breakdown, other resources for you. And we'll get to that in a moment because I have a module for that as well. And again, student expectations, materials you need, and then I have a little schedule here for the topics and labs that are due for that particular week. And I think at the bottom, you'll see that there's a course summary where every week you'll see, these assignments are due, right? So some students go here and they click and they start work, but what I want you to do, I kind of even want you to ignore this because this is going to confuse you, this course summary down there. So you want to really kind of stay away from that, because really where you want to go to complete this course or be successful in this course is to go to the modules tab up here, because that's where everything is presented. And you'll see that the first folder in the modules is basically some welcome to geology links, the syllabus quiz here. And in fact, this course video I'll place in here. You'll see that every Friday we'll have Zoom meetings, and then once we complete the meetings, the recordings, I'll place the links here so you can go back and look at those previous weeks recordings. If you miss the Friday lab, right? If you weren't able to make it, go here Friday night or Friday right after class, and I'll have those Zoom link recordings posted there for you to review what we did in the lab. And then for chapter 1, right? So here's a chapter 1 module. Each module will have a learning guide. And the key thing about the learning guide, it's basically your checklist. What do I have to do this week? Make sure you do all this. Read chapter 1. Take the Canvas quiz. Watch my video lectures. You'll see that every chapter has a series of video lectures that I have on YouTube. And the key thing to that is to take notes, because you'll find that the exams are based on my video lectures, questions that I pose or answer in my video lectures. So make sure you take notes there. Students look on the internet for the answers to my exam questions, and they get some answers, but they're not the answers I'm looking for. So they get them wrong, right? So make sure you take notes from my video lecture. So that kind of takes those 3 hours of lecture per week, and then another 3 hours of homework for these other exercises you'll be doing here. For example, chapter 1 exercises here, and chapter questions, and then we have the lab, right? So that's what you'll be doing for week 1. We'll be doing some topographic maps this week coming up here. So, and again, all this is due August 29th, right? Obviously, we're meeting Friday for the labs, but you have until that Sunday night to turn it in. So that's how each week will go. Same thing with minerals. And then you'll see I have these video lectures. So if you look at the video lectures, it's me using my document camera here, and it's just like me writing on the chalkboard. And your job is to take down these notes. And then once you've completed or watched the videos and taken notes, well, at least for the exams, the really important thing is to come here and answer these study questions. So these study questions, here I call them homework. They're really just study questions. You don't have to turn them in. But these are questions that I take and I put on the exams. And these questions are answered by watching my video lectures. That's a key thing. So you can go online on Google and type in these questions. You'll get some answers, but they're not the correct answers that I'm looking for. I want you to get these answers from my video lectures, right? So you'll see that each chapter, each lecture series that I have will have its own series of lecture study questions, like for igneous rocks and magmas here. You'll see I have one for volcanoes, right? And I have a series of videos here for volcanoes. So watch these, take notes, and then answer those study questions, then you'll be ready. You'll be ready for the exams. All right, so a little bit on that. And then when you read the syllabus, you'll see that I allow you to take Canvas quizzes. So the Canvas quizzes, you can take those twice, and I give you the best of the 2 scores. But for the exams, you only can take it once. There's no second try on the exams, right? So remember that. That's one of the syllabus quiz questions as well. All right, so I pretty much have the whole course published. There's a couple of things I'm working on with this weathering lab. I'll probably get that done in the next week or so. I need to make some new video lectures here. And also I need to update the lab here. I think I do have it. Well, I do have the lab written. I just need to make a tutorial and a pre-lab quiz for it. So, but pretty much the whole course is up to date, and it's ready to go. And your job is to read the syllabus and start working on chapter 1, right? So, so again, homepage, the syllabus, the modules where I present the course, and then you'll see I'll add announcements. In fact, I'll probably post an announcement coming up here today just to welcome you and kind of point to some of the things I've talked about in this video lecture to prepare us for the semester. All right, so that's about it for now. And again, in fact, let's look at the syllabus real quick here. I do have office hours. Here I have them Thursday evenings here, and then Fridays before lab. If you need to meet at a different time, I'm happy to meet with you. And then we'll do a Zoom office hour meeting. But let me know if you want to meet during these times, because the office hour zone is not active. I have to go in there and activate it, because I'm not going to activate it if no one's going to come to office hours. So I need to know if you're coming. Let me know, and I'll activate it. And if you can't meet during these times, just let me know. We can arrange for a different time to meet. All right, well, that's it for now, and I'll see you this week.